Hey guys, today we're making snowmen. Today we have a fun, easy project for chainsaw beginners. It doesn't get any easier than this, so literally all you're doing is making snowmen. And everything else is stuff you probably have around the house. So it's a super easy project. You could sell these. They'll go like hotcakes. Trust me when I tell you, people love these guys. All right, let's get started. So the first thing you do is obviously need a couple pieces of firewood. Use scraps if you have them. If not, just cut, a piece off a log. I wouldn't go any more than maybe 1.5 feet, 2 foot tall for the body. And then the head, you want the head to be small enough to fit a stocking cap. Or, you want to be able to dress it, so you don't want the head to be any bigger than a normal human head, obviously, because it's going to be wearing clothes. Cut the body at a downward angle because you're going to want the head to sit on it angled down so it looks like the snowman is looking down at his carrot. You're going to want to drill a hole in the body and drop a dowel rod. So you could use a wooden dowel. I had rebar laying around, so I just cut up pieces of rebar. I sunk it probably 1.5 inches, 2 inches into the body, and then another 1.5 inches into the head, because you want the head to be able to swivel. See, notice how the head looks like it's tilted down at an angle. That's exactly what you want. So, now as for carving the detail and stuff in the face, you don't have to go crazy. Basically, you could just have a couple holes for eyes, do a couple buttonholes in the stomach. It is kind of important to have, because the carrot, you're going to remove it from its nose. The carrot's going to be able to either be on the face or on his torso area to represent, his little pecker. So I would carve out a little area in the face to where when the carrot isn't at his nose area, you can see where it's supposed to go, just to give that indication as, hey, there was a carrot there. So, for the arms, like I said, just look for twigs or sticks you have laying around the yard or in the woods, and you could do the traditional little Ys, what looks like fingers, but have fun with the sticks. Just look for natural. They have a natural curve. Sometimes you could find a stick that's curved to where when you're drilling the holes for the arms, you could drill them at different angles. So you could have some of the arms look like they're sticking straight up, some of them look like they're going straight down. So always do like a little dress rehearsal with these guys. Make sure that the hats you have picked out are going to fit their heads, because like I said, if you make them too big, then you're not going to be able to find a hat that's going to fit it. So I noticed when I did this originally that I made the carrots a little too big, so I cut them down pretty much, because I didn't want these naughty little snowmen to look like porn stars. They're just supposed to look like little adolescent snowmen. So, make the noses, the carrots a little more proportionate to the face. Now, before you do the painting, I used pine, and it was sitting back at the mill, so it was a little wet. And anybody who's carved for any period of time knows what wet wood looks like when you start carving it. It gets these little fuzzies all over it. So best way to get rid of that is just a little torch. So I just burn them to get rid of those little fuzzies. Now as for the paint, use whatever you have. Everybody's got white house paint probably in around, or some kind of white paint, but don't use spray paint. You're going to go through 10 cans of spray paint to try to get the same amount of coverage as you would with like a normal house paint. And then just get a cheap sponge and a chip brush, because you want to dab the paint on. Don't just brush it on. You can brush it on, but I like it to look like it's got more texture, so you want it to look like snow. So either dab it on with a sponge or dab it on with a chip brush. Then you'll be left with this. This is what they should look like when you get to this point. As for the carrots, to attach the carrots, all I did was grind the heads off of some wood screws, sink them into the base of the carrot with some wood glue, let them dry thoroughly, and then you'll have the screw end will just screw right in. So you're going to want to drill a hole in the nose area where you want the carrot to sit, then you'll drill a hole in the body torso where his carrot will sit to represent his little pecker. Now they'll really start coming to life when you start putting in the detail work, like the eyes. Now for his eyes and buttons and stuff, I used some black wooden beads that I got at either Michael's or Hobby Lobby, and they came on a big string. I think they're supposed to be, I think it was in the Christmas decoration area, but you could use plain wooden beads, just paint them black. You could use buttons. or you could just carve the eyes and stuff. But I think these little black beads work perfect. They really make them pop, and they really bring them to life. And I attach them with hot glue. Those are hot glued in. You could wood glue them in, but the wood glue is a little, messy. I just use hot glue, and that worked just fine. And there you have it. Now you just start dressing them up. So, like I said, put the hats. I like to put scarves. You could even put little mittens or gloves on the arms if you want. But that pretty much does it, and then boom, there you have it. And like I said, these guys are really popular, and they're cute. You can't look at them and not smile or laugh. So, but have fun with them, and keep them for yourself or sell them. Like I said, you'll be able to sell a ton of them. Happy holidays, guys. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.